Hello students. Yeah. This is the continuation of the previous video only. The previous video we have seen up to the adder, right? So arithmetic addition will be carried out by the n-bit adder, right? So here full adder. Actually, here we are having the different more number of full adders. So each and every full adder is considered as a one block. Okay. So here we are having one block, second block. In this way, we are having a different number of blocks to make a n-bit triple carry adder, right? So otherwise it is known as the cascade adder also, right? So here what is happening means the carry of this level for the first adder of this level, the carry will be propagated to the next first adder, and the carry of this block will be propagated to the next level. Okay, so the carry in C0 into the LSB position provides a convenient way to perform the addition or the subtraction, right? And next we are going to see the K n-bit adder. So what does K n-bit adder means? Previously we have used n-bit adder. Here also n-bit adder, but if you want to add more number of digits, for example bits, for example 8-bit or 16-bit number, okay, by the time you can use this kind of n-bit adder. So here this n-bit adder, here we are having x0 y0 up to xn minus 1 and yn minus 1, and we will accordingly we will get all the sum, and the final carry will be propagated to the next level, right? So this is otherwise known as blocked ripple carry adder. So already I told you this is one block, n-bit adder, the first block, this will be the second block. In this way we can add more number of blocks to add more number of k n-bit numbers, right? So this is the way to cascading the k n-bit adder. Next we are going to see the n-bit adder and subtractor circuit. So the speciality of this particular circuit is by using the same circuit, we are going to perform both the addition as well as the subtraction, right? So if you see this n-bit adder, the very first input is x0 x1 up to xn minus 1, and the next output we are giving through the XOR gate. So why it is XOR gate means because we are having the same circuit for addition and subtraction. If it is addition means without any modification, the values y0 to yn minus 1 will be taken, and which will be added by using this adder circuit, and the result we will get as a sum as well as the carry, sum as a s0 to sn minus 1, right? So this is like normal addition. If it is subtraction means what to do? So subtraction means a is subtracted with b means what does the main principle of subtraction? We have to find out the 2's complement of the second number, which will be added with the first number, right? So the 2's complement, to find out the 2's complement, here we are having the second input which is connected with the XOR gate, right? So the very first input A, and this is B. So the 2's complement will be taken by using this XOR gate. So the X input directly, and the Y 2's complement Y, and here once again we are adding. So we will get the subtraction results, right? So this add and sub control, if it is equal to 0, see here if it is equal to 0 means then it will perform the addition operation. If the add sub control is equal to 1 means then the circuit will perform the subtraction operation, right? And next the forced addition. Okay, so what is called as the forced addition means here we are mainly concentrate more on the propagation delay. Okay, so what is called as propagation delay means mainly we are concentrating more on the speed of the addition. Okay, how fastly the addition can be performed by the particular circuit, right? So that easily we can improve the performance and the efficiency will be more, correct? So always we are talking about the delay, the propagation delay between the one block to the another block, right? Here in the fast addition, by the name itself, it implies very fastly we can perform all the addition, right? So here I'm going to show you a few equations. If we know these equations, it is very easy to understand about the carry look ahead adder, right? So here SI. So how I got this equation means by using our normal one tabular column will be there, no, x, y and c. If it is 0 0 0, what will be the C in, right? So by using the table only I have got this equations. So SI is equal to XI, XR with YI, XR with CI. CI plus 1 is equal to XI YI plus XI CI plus YI CI, right? So the second equation can be written like this also. Xi yi, and I am taking Ci common, and Xi plus yi, right? So here the Ci plus 1 is a combination of one multiplication of x and y, and addition of xi as well as the yi, right? So we can write the same Ci plus 1 operation as Gi plus Pi Ci. Okay, so what does this Gi mean? This is called as generate function. Okay, and Pi is nothing but it is called as propagation function, right? So what is called as propagate means, see, if A and B, consider we have two 16-bit numbers A as well as B, so we cannot get the sum instantly, we cannot get the sum, right? Because 16-bit number means from the x0 to x15 and y0 to y15, both the numbers should be added together. Finally, to get the sum, we will get after some gate delays, right? So why we are talking about the gate delay means, if you see this diagram, see here in this diagram, inside we are using gates. In the adder circuit we will be, see here we are having this gates, right? Different gates. So to propagate the carry from one level to the another level, it will take some time, right? That delay is called as a gate delay, right? So here this is called as a propagation delay. What is called as propagation delay means, to propagate the carry from one level to another level, it will take some time. That the delay is called as a gate delay. Here it is a propagate delay, right? Yeah. And see, if you see here, the Gi is nothing but it is a multiplication of xi and yi, and Pi, propagate, is a subtraction of xi and yi. Here we are not taking the Ci only, right? So the carry, with carry we don't have any work, only the Gi and Pi is only computed from the xi and yi, not with the Ci. Okay, this they can be computed in one gate delay after x and y are applied to the inputs of n-bit adder. Okay, so here how we can get the Ci plus 1. Ci plus 1 means the generate function of I plus the propagate function of the Ci, right? And how to find out the Ci? To get the Ci, I should know the Ci minus 1. To get the I minus 1, I should get Ci minus 2. In this way, this will be continued, right? So the Ci is nothing but it is the generation function of I minus 1 and the Pi minus 1 and the carry of I minus 1, right? So if it is Ci plus 1 means generation function of I plus Pi of this Ci. Instead of the Ci, I can substitute this this generate and propagation function, right? So after substituting, if we are continue to do the same way, we will get ci plus 1 is equal to gi of pi gi minus 1 plus pi minus 1 gi minus 2 plus, in this way if you are continuing means finally we will get pi minus 1 p0 and c0. Okay, so here all the carries will be obtained by using only 3 gate delays. Okay, after applying the x, y and c0. Okay, so here only one gate delay for gi and pi and 2 gate delays in the under circuit of ci plus 1. Okay, so here all the sum will be easily obtained with the use of one gate delay. Okay, so this entire concept is called as carry look ahead adder. Okay, so this is the main concept of CLA, otherwise the carry look ahead adder is otherwise called as CLA, right? So this is the circuit diagram. So here we are having the B cells. So each and every B cell will be having the input x0, y0. So it is generating the generate function, propagate function and sum. Okay, and which will be given to the carry look ahead logic. Okay, so all the generate and propagation functions of different levels will be given to this particular logic. So this is the way to perform the n-bit addition by using the 4 gate delays independent of n. Okay, so it is very good only theoretically because there will be some sort of fan-in constraints, right? So this is the 16-bit carry look ahead adder. So what is 16-bit means? If we are combining 4 different 4-bit adder, we can get easily the 16-bit carry look ahead adder. So here each and every carry and propagate function will be having each and every stage of 1 gate delay, and finally we will get P of I. So this will be available after 2 to 3 gate delays, right? So and all the carries will be available after the 5 gate delays, right? So this is the logic of carry look ahead adder. I hope you have understood about this concept. Thank you.